Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever. As we approach Maryport Grand Central here with our new service running on the anti-loop, this whole section here is an incredibly high risk of traffic build-up, effectively, because all the trains are coming into one side of the station. So in order to resolve that, that's not going to fix itself until we're running both ways out of Maryport. And by both ways, I mean out the other side. So it's compulsory purchase time, as we're going to make a few people homeless in order to get this set up. So that's the plan. Off we trot. Okay, so I mean we've done what we can in terms of blocking these idiots out of my path, but the time has come where we've got to now kill them off. In fact, I'm going to pause to prevent any of them getting any ideas with regard to moving back in. That's 2 million down the tubes immediately. I'm probably going to need to get rid of that one as well. Okay, right. Well, that was painful, but it's done now. I know, we've been waiting for this to happen. And okay, even if I run out of cash before completing this section, hopefully we'll get far enough that even if the AI do decide to go hog wild on some more building, that it's not going to affect us too deeply. So, where are we going? So, Maryport. Right, so we've got two loops or two theoretical loops at the moment, because they're not complete. We've got the Holsworthy loop that you're well familiar with by now if you've been tuning in, which kind of works in this bubble that comes off here. We'll run another one via Clay Cross that'll do something similar, probably even using Wallingford as the return leg of the track. Now that leads to a problem all its own, where I need to get services coming out of this tunnel back onto the main line here. I shall worry about that later. And then they do another loop each coming out the other side. Now, there aren't as many towns this way, and that's interesting. So the first one, so the Clay Cross loop, is going to go via Southwick, Bingham, and that'll probably be about it before coming back in again. Meanwhile, the next one is going to go Bingham, Ellesmere, and again, we'll come straight back in. This is, there aren't enough towns for me to make compelling services. But what this does mean is the number of services that I can actually run out of the station increased dramatically. Oh, terrain alignment collision already. Oh, that's a positive start to the day, isn't it? Okay, so I want to go flat wherever possible, so this means something wacky needs to happen with this road. So be it. And this is going to take, it's almost tempting to kind of go, you know what, I'm going to do this on fast forward, because there's going to be an awful lot of swearing going on while I try and get these services to comply. Let's take this one a little bit further and then see what happens. Or not, as the case may be. Now, obviously, we're running a bus service down here as well. All right, new idea. Let's, in fact, what I wouldn't give for an undo button. Honestly, right, I'm going to need to sync that a little, because otherwise we are in terrain alignment, terrain collision, alignment, collision terrain. Right. Stone bridge, please. Go up a level, get across the road. And you're going to have to go straight, because otherwise it's just not going to work. You know it, I know it, we know it. Not going to work unless we go straight. Stone bridge. Stone bridges are foxy. Wooden bridges are okay. They're a bit rustic, but they don't suit the future. They don't suit where we're going. Okay, right, that's one. Now, if you watch the kind of the high speed track laying episode, you'll recall that I actually managed to do this the other side of the station without too many problems. No one was more surprised than I. There we go. We're hitting alignment collision there, which I'd hoped to avoid. I need to group all four of these tracks together. So there's nothing else for it. I'm going to have to spend the money and lower the terrain here. And hopefully I can get this done without having to delete the bridge that I just made. Actually, the bridge wasn't too expensive. We're talking about, you know, a couple of $100 grand. But even so, I would rather not have to dig it back up again. And we're making money fast enough at the moment that I can afford to make a few mistakes. But even so, that's not a good attitude to make. Right, okay, let's start with your comrade here. And what we can't have you doing, we need you to be bridged. There we go. And we need you across the road. No, don't go down. There we go. That's it. Now, the question is, maybe if I pull you over just slightly this way. I just want to guarantee I've left enough space for your compatriot to come out as well. Stop that. No, I need you to still be bridging. Maybe I stopped prematurely there. Okay, let's try it again. The reason this is important, okay, so what won't happen ever, because the game hates you too much, is you won't be able to steady on. That's a million miles away from what I was after. There we go. Getting track to snap to bridges and the like. So bridges and tunnels, same deal. Doesn't happen. You want a regular piece of track, so like this. So on a bit of raised ground, in order to get track to snap to itself, which is hopefully what will happen here first time, like that. Yes, sirree. Excellent. Right, now we need to merge these together. Let's go just a little bit further. And the reason that I need all these together is because they're going to go through on under one tunnel. And hopefully I've left enough space there for that to happen before the tunnel actually starts. There we go. Yeah, perfect. Now, if this works out incredibly glamorously, then I'll have those four also merge onto this. Which will make for an 8-track tunnel, which would be something to see. Actually, I might as well do this now because this will help with preventing the AI from doing anything ridiculous. Let's try starting at this end. Interesting. Doesn't want to, but it will do if I do that. Okay, fine. We can have you going up a little. What does that do for the distance in altitude? Okay, right, well, that's the one tunnel plan out of the window. We're going to have to do 2 windows, unless I do some remodelling of the land here to try and... Let's try it. I'd be very sad if I didn't at least give it a spin and it turned out that it was able to work. Right, there we go. Try that. See how you get on with that. Come on. Suggest a bridge for staying at flat altitude. There you go. Nice work, sailor. Okay, right, let's now drag this forward as far as there. Alignment collision is a real pain, but once you get some experience at avoiding it, it can be avoided. Now, here's the last piece of the puzzle here. It's got room that side. But in order to, buy myself as much advantage as I can, I'm going to put it there. Here we go. One more piece to go. Actually, I didn't leave anything for that to link onto. So let's go as far as there, which could lead to future problems. Largely, getting those two next to each other, I suspect, will have alignment collision going on there. Oh, look at that. It worked. Excellent. That's fun. All right. Okay. Now then, what do I want to do? I mean, that's the ideal, but that's a monster of a slowdown. Is it worth it? Or is 2 4s actually a sexier proposition anyway? Because, we're all about just how sexy these tunnels are going to be. And I think that is the nicer proposition. if anything, it might have been worth my while building building off over here somewhere, but that's going to lead to a monster of a tunnel. So let's just be happy with what we're building now. There we go. There it is. Perfect. Love it. That's not a gap there, is it? No, it's not. That was just a little graphical oddity. Okay, now we're going to need to keep some separation between these two, so actually I might change my mind there. And yeah, okay. I mean, this is actually, it's one of the nice things about the game is once you've played it a bit, I mean, this almost goes without saying, but once you've played a bit of it, you start to get a handle on what is it not going to like. If I try and do this, is it going to give me what, when you first start playing, feels like temperamental behaviour, but later on you just kind of get a feel for, okay, so the game behaves in this way. All right, well, there's not a lot I can do about that. That's just how it is. All right, smashing. So there's our in and out of that station. That's going to be quite something, I should think. Right, we're aiming for Bingham here, lads. So a gentle swoop in a leftward direction is probably beneficial. Let's start from here. Actually, let's not start from there because you're a little bit further back. So let's start from here, and then what are we talking about here? Coming out over here, maybe. That's kind of fun. 1.2 million for this this big old tunnel. By the time we've got the other tracks running through there as well, you're probably up to 2.5 million, I would have thought. So remember, we've got 3 more tracks to come out, which will come out there. We might have to have another little tunnel there. I like it though. That's okay. Now, what I haven't left myself any space to do is have points on here, and that could come back to haunt me. We're going to need to have points on both sides of this of this tunnel in order to allow trains to go where they need to go. We talked before about, and actually that will work. So I'll show you directly in a sec. But we were talking about the Clay Cross loop coming back through Wallingford, I think. And needing to get that service going on the other side of the track, but actually I don't think we need to. We can run it through. Okay, so if we talk theoretically here, so this is the Clay Cross loop, right? So Clay Cross is going to come back through Wallingford over here, right? So we're going to have extra services running down there, and that might require me upping the platform count on this station. Certainly, it's going to make this section of track incredibly busy if we run back through here. Now, before I was saying that then we want to get these services onto this track to come into Maryport, but actually we don't need to. What we can do instead is we can continue running them through this part of the station, which would probably benefit me having signals, both approach and release, here to let these services through, and then we can merge them back onto the track they need to get to, either on this side or on the other side of this tunnel. This magnificent beast of a tunnel, look at it, that's epic. And then it comes out on the other side, which is also lovely. Don't get too attached to this road, Mr. Steel Mill. There's a high chance that it's not going to be hanging around. Okay, cool. That's positive, and it's looking pretty good too. So we're going to run. What's the best way to do this? I guess. I think we merge these 4 maybe into 2 lines, and then run both down to Bingham, and then loop round and back, and loop round and back. Unless we want to go loop out and then incorporate Waltham Abbey as well. But to be honest, that's the next line. Yeah, I mean, it's almost like Maryport isn't the ideal station to have chosen. Maybe Loftus was the right choice. I don't think there is a right choice per se. It certainly doesn't, and unfortunately I can't zoom out. There's no map, is there? He says, pressing M optimistically, or Tab. Oh no, Tab actually affects the speed. Okay, that's cute. Yeah, if there was a map, I'd be able to see if this was geographically central, but it's not quite, is it? Well, you see this now, but what are you going to do about it? There's nothing you can do about it. It's, you know, it's too late to worry about that. All right, smashing. So I think I've probably got this far enough away that the AI isn't going to... Oh, don't try and predict what the AI is going to do. You know it. The AI is an idiot. No, that's not true. The AI is very good. This street building system that it's got going on is excellent. The AI, I think, would be fairer to say, doesn't care. It doesn't give a monkeys that you're trying to build some elegant station system coming out of there. All right, where do we want you to go? Waltham Abbey, Nuneaton. That would appear to be the best route here. So if we ease round here, we can bleed off a little bit of speed because it's still close to the station. But let's go. If we get as far as there, Waltham Abbey station around here somewhere, then hit Nuneaton. Then maybe even bring Bishop Stortford in for the ride. In fact, actually, that's part of the same loop. Oh, that's cute. So so this Loftus section doesn't necessarily. Although we've already split the track here. What have I got going on here? Something mad. Yeah, we're going to need to configure those services. Anyway, what we could do with the Loftus line is hit up Loftus. Thank you very much, Loftus. Then eastward, then Bishop Stortford, then Nuneaton, then Waltham Abbey, and then back through the tunnel. So we could run a loop just like that, and then an anti-loop going the other way. Where's the problem with that? And then what else have we got going on? Because we've got another mad loop here going Guildford, Worksop, Lisgard, and that's coming in. This is the Neston loop, isn't it? But it also hits Loftus on the way back out, which is also cute. But what's it going to do the other side? Okay, so Neston loop will come in here. That's coming out through Waltham Abbey, Nuneaton, Bishop Stortford. It's going to go onto the same line, effectively, eastward, and then taking Guildford. Okay, yeah, all right. So effectively, this junction that I built for myself here is going the wrong way. Fun. Okay, right. Well, I've got that to look forward to. But I mean, the reason for even looking at that now is to make sure that that when I come to do it, it'll actually work. Cool. Right. I just want the cash. I've got the cash. Let's make sure it doesn't bleed off too much speed. No, that's fine. There we go. Tunnel. Bang. I didn't check the elevation, but I suspect it's all right. Okay, let's get these linked out as well. Oh, actually, we haven't completed the tunnel. More tunnel is required. Okay, well, how much more tunnel do you need? Elevation staying static. Where are you going to emerge? Or are you? You're not actually emerging at all, are you? Okay, that's unforeseen. Let's go up a little and see if you fancy coming out anywhere. All right, let's go up a lot and see if you fancy coming out anywhere. There we go, coming out the other side of a mountain. 1.4 million. Well, I mean, don't get me wrong, that's quite dramatic, especially as a passenger. You'll be going through this incredibly long tunnel and then coming out the other end into sunlight over the bridge, which is fun and all, but this leaves me no room in the slightest for any points changes. So what I would have to do is I'd have to do it post Waltham Abbey, effectively. So Waltham Abbey would need to be a 4-track station. And have you left me any land to actually clip to? Yes, a little bit there. Alright, let's buy that. I'm not mad keen on it because of the elevation involved, but needs must. But that's a huge tunnel. Let's just see if the next one will be happy. It should be. There's no reason why this wouldn't work. Well, there's lots of reasons why it wouldn't work, but there's no reason I can think of why it wouldn't work. Come on. Yeah, you're trying to alignment collide me. Okay, I don't think I've left enough space for it to snap there. And actually, it's partly because we're not snapping on the way in. So, if we do that, we're actually a bit short of cash. But I'm running at a little brisk pace in order to make some cash up. There we go. Let's keep you fully merged. Because that's the key, and as someone, and I forget who it was exactly pointed it out, but there's a difference between track that is, you have created, no? Is it a trick of the light? I think it probably is. Oh, it's because of what you're about to illustrate, you apeth. So see this little gully here, means that these tracks aren't snapped together, right? No gully, perfect snappage. If you're trying to put all trains together down one tunnel or over one bridge and you've got the gully in between, it's not going to work. You will get terrain alignment collision all the time. This is not what you want. However, if you have them perfectly snapped together like this, then yes, you can, but they need to snap at both ends. And this doesn't matter whether it's tunnels or bridges. If you get that right, you'll be fine. You'll be happy, you'll be singing songs and telling stories about the tremendous tunnel you once built. Get it wrong and you'll be throwing your monitor out the window and smashing your mouse into your face. Bad things will happen for you. The other good reason for doing this, of course, is that yeah, I think I'm going to have to remove this bridge. The other good reason for doing it, of course, is that it is significantly cheaper than buying multiple stations. How have I still got 3.5 million loan? How have I still got a 7 million quid loan? I know it might seem excessive to you, but what I want to do is no, don't delete the flaming tunnel. I've done that before. Train 13 needs replacing. Oh, nuts. No, that's really expensive. How much tunnel do you want to delete? And if you say all of it, I'm going to be extraordinarily displeased. Our survey says half of it. So this last section, this inclined section. Oh, you pain in the backside. That's £1.5 million quid's worth of tunnel. All right, what else can I do? I can't pull. It won't let me pull my little points trick. What else can I do that would potentially interrupt? A signal, maybe. Maybe a signal would suffice. Put that there. It doesn't really matter where the hell I put it, as long as it no. I can delete that bit. Right, okay. In which case I can then no. You and your rapid fingers. Right, okay. Where's the other end of the tunnel? Did I just delete the whole tunnel? Signs point to maybe. Okay, right, good. So there it is. Right, now remember, this time when you come out, leave plenty of... You keep bleating on to people about, oh, make sure you leave yourself something to snap to. So why don't you play by those rules, dear boy. There we go. Plenty of things for you to snap to. That's going to lead to another tunnel. But overall... So previously we were actually coming out, you know, effectively one deck above. And that's actually one thing I would change is when you take a tunnel out, it basically fills in the tunnel behind you, which is rubbish. Because if you then immediately relay the thing, it goes like, oh no, you've got to dig out all this rock again. You kind of go, well, no, I haven't. I've kind of already done it, mate. Alright, so what we want to do here is we want to make sure that we've got perfectly linked track. I am coming through on the right side, aren't I? Yes, you are. Help the game to help you. So 4 tracks perfectly linked. Like that. And then we should be able to go from here around to the far side. And it will just go, yes mate, no trouble. There you go. No terrain alignment collision for you, sir. No, we're just going to work. We know exactly what it is you're trying to accomplish and we're going to help you do it. Like that. Perfect. Damn. Stay snapped. Oh, now your terrain alignment colliding. Alright, well, we're going to have to do something funky with a small brush here. Okay, I'm going to finish this off while you're not here, because it's going to take me a little while, and frankly, you don't want to watch me doing it over and over again. So why not tune in next time? I've been Colonel Failure. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll be back with the completion of the loop in the other tunnel. I just want to get this done so that the AI doesn't get any frisky ideas. Thanks for watching today. I'll catch you next time. Cheerio.